Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's Wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Down. 15.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 21-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And the punt team is out there. It's not fourth down. Maybe the cold weather here freezing their brain a bit. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meeting.
And he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Here's Hunt. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second. Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Joseph on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably.
Allen hit. He lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing now is Allen. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Man, I got you.
They'll toss it to Hunt. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Ready. 30 base. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Shoot.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Browns send out their punter now. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
56.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from the 20 as they are now on the board here in the first half. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Who's on 85? Come on, baby. Let's get this. Single.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Bundy. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, that'll get him to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Yo, faster!
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On the set, 6'6", bullet high. Back to you.
This is Hunt. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back.
Let's go, baby.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Tight end.
Operating from the gun, Bundy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Ready?
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Check 53. All day, dog. Check.
Alert. Done.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53. Here we go. Check.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
A final shot before break. Bundy, he'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Looking to throw on second down. Bundy, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Bundy. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Allen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
That's good for Bills. 53. Check 53. First and 10 at the 22-yard line. 53 to Mike.
Hey, Orbit.
It's just me and you.
Allen now on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The stop was made by Jannard Avery. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Check 52. Regular.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. First and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Let's go. Get defense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Back to throw. Bundy. And he's got his man. That's Landry. Jarvis Landry. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 85 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Joseph now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go, team.
They go right back to Singletary. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Show it up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Elsewhere around the NFL, 3rd quarter now in Los Angeles. And the Bucs having little problem in that one. They've just opened the lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
52.
He's cracked.
Blue draw corkers.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check 24. Check middle. 5.
Here's Allen to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Down to lose one. Check. 53 is the mic.
Allen from the gun on third down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Foster. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 43. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
Hey, come on, up. Come on, up. Hey, tight.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's round 80.
Mike, number 50.
Alert.
Here we go.
On first down, Singletary. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Defense. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 25. Hey, tight.
Here's Singletary. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Bravo.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 12-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They set up the screen to Chubb. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Pick it up.
X3. 218. Chop. Ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
We won. Hey, Charlie.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Hauschka adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Got it.
50, minus 50. Let's go one more.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I smell fear in that offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd down, it's Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, things just got interesting. They tried for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Hey, wahoo!
Now Allen. can't get a throw away. He's taken down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. Allen. Throw left side, complete to Foster. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
11 yards on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
They'll run it with Johnson. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike, 44. Here we go. Check 31, check 31. He's coming, alert! We got double.
On first down, Singletary. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
40. Check. Me and you all day. I'm 56. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
He'll look to throw. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards there, first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check curls. Let's go. Hey, we got
Back to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Allen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Allen to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Alert! 44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check. Hey, defense, let's go. 44 is Mike.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Pass 85. Hey, Haywood.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.